Hey class, for our Chapter 5 assignment, I'm going to list some of my SMART goals. I'm going to start with my educational goals. My first educational goal is to change my GPA so that I have about a 3.5. I'm below that right now, and I'm working on taking classes that will get me to where I need to be. I'm going to do this so that I can have a competitive GPA in order to get into grad school. Things happen in college, and there were some classes I weren't able to finish, and because of that I need to get my grades up. Now, as for how I'm going to achieve this goal, it's specific in that I have a number I want to get to, 3.5. That is the GPA I want. Measurable in that I can tell how many classes I need to get an A in order to get there. It's achievable in that as long as I work hard and I'm able to separate work and school, I should be able to do just fine. It's relevant because it's something that I've been doing for many years. Decades of my life have been put into my education, and it's realistic in that I've completed all of the hours that I need, all of my criteria for graduating. I just need to take electives to get my grades up. Time bound in that I'm trying to do it within 3 years. Now, my second educational goal is to go to grad school. It's specific in that I want to go to grad school for psychology. I know that. It's measurable in that, I can apply to several different grad schools. I can have my GPA and all of my scores lined out, and I can, tell which is right for me and which aren't, and which ones I can get into. It's achievable in that as long as I have a competitive resume, that then I should be able to get into a school. Might not be Harvard, but I can get into a grad school. It's relevant in that I've put many resources into my education and where I am now, and just by going a little bit further, I can finish the job and do what I've always wanted to do. As for time, I'm trying to go to grad school within 5 years. So that's all for my educational goals. As for my professional goals, my first goal is to become an assistant grocery manager where I'm working, because right now I'm having trouble paying for my life. So I'd like to get promoted as soon as possible. It's specific and simple in that it's the next step above where I currently am. It's the next step in the natural progression of my job. It's measurable in that I have evaluations and I have markers along the way of my progress and the steps that I need to get there. It's achievable in that I'm good at my job, and as long as I keep up what I'm doing, I should be able to get promoted just fine. It's relevant because it adds resources to other things in my life. It supports my other SMART goals. So this is a SMART goal that is supporting other SMART goals. So it's very relevant, and it's time-bound in that I expect it to be done within a year. I believe, and I will be promoted within a year. That is what I expect anyway. That's a short-term SMART goal. A long-term SMART goal that I have is that in 5 years, I would like to devote all of my resources into going into psychology. That is what I really want to do with my college education and my life. And how I'm going to go about that is, it's through the SMART plan. It's specific in that I've known what I want to do for probably 10 years. And, it's simple in that I have a general idea of what I want to do, but at grad school I can branch out. So for now I just plan on doing psychology in some respect. It's measurable in that I can tell all of the qualifications that I need in order to be able to do that. So I know exactly how much school I need, I know exactly how many hours of training I need, and I can measure my progress that way. It's achievable in that I have already been building my path to do this. I'm almost done with my undergrad, and soon I'll be starting grad school. So it's certainly achievable. It's relevant in that, it's basically what I've been aiming to do for a big chunk of my life. And with all of the resources that I've poured into it, I'm going to put in more to get that end goal out of it. And time-bound in that I expect the ball to start rolling on this in about 5 years. That's when I was saying that I'd like to start getting into grad school, and that's when I'd start investigating my opportunities as well. So that's it for my SMART goals: education, grad school, getting up my GPA, and as far as career, getting promoted soon so I can afford school and life, and somewhere along the line going to grad school, becoming a psychologist. Anyway, that's chapter 5. Thank you.